Hi all, hope you all are doing well today. So today we are gonna do a floor puzzle. Sounds exciting, right? Yeah, it is exciting, and actually when kids play the floor puzzle, it becomes even more fun for them. Especially in these days when they are not able to go out and all, we are more worried about their physical uh, gross motor skills and this and that. So it is really very helpful in these days. Okay, so now what all we need for this floor puzzle is a few markers, any kinds of markers you have, thin, thick, small, big, whatever, no problem. You should be comfortable using, and those should appear really bright when you're using them, right? And preferred are the permanent thick markers. If you don't have, then fine, these markers will also do, no problem. Sketch pens or markers, whatever. Now apart from this, I'll show you something now, one second. This is what we had done. Okay. This was an old piece that I had luckily. Okay. So what we did was, we made this chart first. This pink is the chart paper, regular chart paper. And on this we just drew lines, columns, okay, standing lines, sleeping lines, with particular measurements. Maybe you can take 1-inch boxes, so you can fill in like this, okay, and not necessarily that you have to put this only, you have to write this only. You can write whatever interests your child, or maybe whatever you like them to do. Like in this we have written is all, if you see, act like a duck, march, row your boat, pretend ski. So they'll stand there and there, then and there, and they'll do it. Like if they are doing pretend skate, obviously they'll get off the bed and they'll do this, okay. Wherever they are sitting, they'll get up, they'll go on the floor, and they'll stand and they'll do all this. They'll quack like a duck, so do that action and all. And then a big hug, so they'll go to the parent and they'll hug with whoever they are playing, mom or dad, they'll hug. So this all, it is a whole this thing, wherein they can have you all can have real quality time with your kids. So fun, love, all comes in this, right? It'll be really fun, a real fun game if you try this. Now once this is done, you have done, and now you're bored, and now you want something else. So then we go on to the floor puzzle, okay. You can make this first, or maybe if you don't want, you can directly make the floor puzzle. It is totally up to you. So I'll show you how we do the floor puzzle now. Actually, if you don't have that much space and all, and if you don't have materials or something, then you can go with this. Definitely it'll be really fun, and you can involve your kids doing all this. You can tell your child, I'll hold the scale and you put the line, I'll write this thing, text and all, I'll fill the text and you do the numbering, 1 to 100 or 1 to 20, as much as your, like, whatever the size of your board is, okay. And then you involve them in the decoration part and all. Like this is done with the highlighter. This is simply written, and then highlight with this. It's fun. So the kid will do this highlighting and all. They'll have nice fun. Okay. So now I'll show you what are we doing with the snake and ladders on the floor. So we will need a few charts like this. Okay. This is old stock I had. We had used some for castle making, my child's project. There was a castle in that, maths. So we used, and then this is left over, so I'll be using this. If you want, you can get new ones for yourself, or if you have any old sheets, or maybe actually you can use old covers also. If you have any old covers, book covers, this kind, old covers, you can use this also. That you're not going to use, or maybe for now you don't need, you can use these. You can attach all of these and then you can use. Make a big sheet floor that you can spread on the floor, and then you can use. And obviously your matte side should be above and the glossy side should be below, okay, when you're standing on the puzzle. So you have to attach accordingly. Alright, let's keep this aside and focus on this now. So I've taken a simple book. Okay, this is my book, unruled one. You can take ruled also, no problem. I had this, so I took this, no problem. Huh? Now this was the whole page. So what I have done is I have divided the page into half, and then I have just with the marker, with the cutter. So this is the way we will keep it on the center of the page, okay, middle of the page, okay. And then take a knife or take a marker or whatever you have handy, like sharp object. Just go on doing it 2 or 3 times, okay. So what happens is you will get pages like this, squares like this. If you want, you can take the entire page, no problem. Depends again on your size of the floor sheet. Okay, if it is if you want it to be small, then you can do this way. If you want big, you can take the entire page or make a little bigger square and all, okay. And then start writing this on these as per the numbering, 1, 2, 3, like that, okay. Like we have done over here. This is 1, 2, 3, 4. This way it becomes easier, so we are doing it this way. Sit on a table comfortably, nicely, and just go on doing. So in this, your kids will help you do the filling and all. You can give them written with the pencil, they'll do it. Or if they are old enough, then they can do directly without the pencil also. Right? Filling in the letters and doing all this. So it becomes a little fun. And it will kill their time. You don't have to make them sit on screens and all. You can aramse tell them that let's sit here and let's do this. They'll enjoy nicely. Yeah. So this is done. So now we are connecting the sheets, as I told you that, and I'll be putting a stapler to connect these sheets. Okay, and as I told you, you can take chart papers and all. I feel that instead of taking chart papers, you can take the cover sheet, cover roll, book cover roll, because those are long, and if you take chart papers, they will be restricted to some size, so you'll have to connect a lot many chart papers to get a floor puzzle. So instead you can take this kind of book rolls, book cover rolls, and then connect those. All right, so now here you can see 2 rolls I have taken, okay, and I am midway of doing this, okay. And now after doing the staple, obviously we don't want our kids to get hurt when they are walking on this, so I have taken this strip, okay, longways I have cut a random strip, paper strip, and I'll be folding the strip into 4s, 2, 4, and I'll just staple, I'll just paste this on the staple over here, okay, so that my child is like, not even by chance he or she should get hurt, okay. So this will be stuck onto this with glue, with Fevibond, with sellotape, whatever convenient to you, whatever available with you, you can stick it, okay. So this is done. As I told you, I'll be sticking sellotape. So all 3 sides I've stuck the sellotape on this side, and now the other side, okay, because I don't want to take any chance for my kids, okay. I'll advise the same thing to you, okay. And why we have to use stapler, because on the cover and all, no, otherwise it will be very difficult to secure it with the tapes. That's why we are using staplers. Alright, once this is done, what we are doing is, this is the 2 sheets that we have connected till now. Alright, now this center line, you see, this will be doing with the tapes only. We'll not use any staplers over here, okay. Like this, the whole end, till that end, we'll be doing this. For now you might be feeling pretty clumsy or difficult, this and that, but I'll show you how it looks later. Then you'll get an idea and you can do it, work on it as per your choice or comfort. So here's what we have now finally. After connecting the sheets, we have connected 1, 2 and 3 sheets, as you can see there. With the cello tips only I did, and it was very easy, not very difficult. Okay. Now we're sticking all these onto the sheet. Okay. So here we go. Wow. Nice, no? So when we see as a close-up and all, then we feel that, oh, kid has spoiled it and this and that. But just with a little outlining, all set. And the kids are also happy, like we did it. Wow. Lovely. Okay, now next step would be that we have to put the ladders and snakes. Okay. So here's a ladder. Okay. Now it's very easy. Just make a marking with the scale and pencil. You have to draw two lines connecting two numbers like this. Okay. And then two slant lines we have done here. With the pencil first we did. And then put sleeping lines. Okay. Like these are slant lines right now as per the ladder. Okay. And then you can do it with the marker. And then you can erase whatever pencil marks you can see. Alright. Very easy, no problem. Yeah. And that's the reason I had told you earlier that we have to take the math side up. So on the math side, you'll be able to do with the pencil. Otherwise, you'll have to stick to the marker only. And then maybe like if any mistake or something, you won't be able to correct it. Alright. Now, I'll show you one more thing. So what's this? It's a handmade dice. My son did this with an aluminium foil. What you're supposed to do is that you'll be taking aluminium foil and then you have to crumple it like this and then make it in a cube shape and then rub it. Okay, so when you rub it flattens a little, or else you can also make it with the cloth dice, or you can take a simple dice and play with that also. If you have a bigger dice, you can play with that also, no problem. But it is all more fun when you do all this. Your kids get engaged and they are like, I made it. It makes them more proud. Yeah. Okay, let's proceed. So now we'll be drawing a snake over here. The ladders are already done, I showed you. And now the snake, it should be very easy. Don't get into too much of a fuss. Just put this thing. Curve, wave, okay, wave, and then the face, mouth, okay, just go down like this, okay, and done. I'll not be making very long snakes because I don't want my child to keep exercising for hours. So same I advise to you also. Okay, that's a snake. From 17 the child comes on to 7, or we come down to 7. Okay, whoever is playing. And then put some swirls or ovals or half circles. Yeah, that should be fine. Half circle, full circle. Okay, then you'll be coloring inside those. So there will be one color in this, or maybe multicolored you can do as per your child's preferences. Let them choose however they want to do it. Okay, but as we have already done multicolored charts over here, it is recommended that you go with two colors, one color in the circle and half circle and the other color in the snake. Okay, you can suggest your child and then let them decide, or maybe if you are doing, then you can take a call however you want to do that. All right, so let's make some more small short snakes. Okay, so we are all set, the ladders and snakes and the players too, and they have already started playing. See, oh, tree pose. Nice. Okay, now if you can't do all this kind of a big chart, or due to maybe various reasons like lacking space or lacking time, etc., then obviously you can stick to the board. Okay, this kind of board. If you don't have time for this as well, or for whatever reasons if you can't do this, then make this kind of chits, put them in the bowl, take out one by one, and whatever comes your child will do that, turn by turn. We all do that. Okay, So a few things that you can remember and keep in mind while doing all this is, maybe depending on the child's age, you can select the activities that you are putting in the board. Like if the child is too small, like maybe in LKG, UKG, or like 3 or 4 years, whatever, like if the child is too small, then you can put activities like spell a cat or act like a cat, or small kind of activities. Okay. And if the child is a little older, then you can put activities like spell asafoetida, or say name 5 countries, or how many zeros in 100 million. And same way, if the child is small, you can put activities like, say, 5 colors, act like an animal, and many much more like these. Okay. Now again, if you have a small baby girl at home, then probably your activities would be like pretend fairy, pretend unicorns, and all that kind of things. If you put, it will be more fun for the child to really play the game. Okay. Now, as I took white sheets, you can always prefer taking scrapbook pages, like those multicolored bright colors, but then it will become little difficult and tricky when you try to find out the contrast colors. Like not every color will go on purple or brown and all that. So white is preferred, and then you can actually use whichever color you want. You can make a multicolored chart very easily. Okay. And another tip is that you can always first write all of your activities, whatever, like these activities, whatever you want to put in the board or on the floor puzzle. You can write it down, list it down in a sheet of paper, so that when you are doing all this, you will not you will not really waste a lot of time, and you'll not lose your temper doing all that. Okay. Now how I did was, I have done 2 hours yesterday and 2 hours today along with my kids, and the whole floor snake and ladders is completed. Okay. And we had a lot of time doing that, and it was not really testing patience and all that. It was fun. But if you go at a stretch and do, and maybe you may have fun, or maybe it may sound otherwise. Okay. And yes, obviously some people may feel that waste of time, this and that, but then on the other hand, others who want to have a lot of fun and who have a lot of time may go with the floor puzzle as well. So please let me know how it was for you all. We used to do all this in our daycare, and it was always fun doing all this with our kids, daycare kids also. So please let me know how it was, and what was your experience, and do share your feedback with me. Thank you so much. Take care. Bye bye. See you in the next video.